3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? It is your girl Nia, the video game her, and we are back for another episode of Team Red Talks Nintendo. And we got some interesting things to talk about today. We had a very interesting event, so to speak, that happened earlier today that we will be talking about. And of course, we're going to be talking about the events of last week. So before we go ahead and delve into these topics, let's go ahead and introduce our panel. So first and foremost, I would like to go ahead and introduce my boy, Alex. Alex, go ahead and say what's up to the people, let them know where they can find you and who you are.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Active Sin here, and we're back for another episode of Team Red Talks Nintendo. This should be a very fun episode.
Yes. All right, Kuuppon, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Oh boy, hey, Kuuppon Stives here, Game struggling as always, but hey, it's all good. We're gonna have some fun with this Team Red Talks. Looks like some interesting, fun, giggle-worthy topics here, so let's go ahead and get started with that.
Yeah, for real. So before we talk about the actual topics, though, let's go with what we've been playing. So Kuuppon, what have you been playing?
Well, I'm finishing up Persona. I just got done with what's the Chef Brigade one. Been playing a little bit more of the Stardew Valley. There's some updates coming, and I actually just got finished playing a little bit of Dead Cells, which, oh my god, they had a big, huge update that I just got, and it's delicious. So it's a great game. It's a free update, yeah. It was just there when I loaded it up. I was like, wow, that's whatever. And unfortunately, Paragon is dying.
Yeah, they're putting all their freaking resources.
They're putting their resources in Fortnite. So they put a big Twitter post up. I mean, not a Twitter post, but a Reddit post saying that a lot of their stuff has been toward Fortnite. And Overwatch is both successful and also failing behind the scenes, so there's that. But hey, there you go. That's what I've been playing on.
That's what's up, man. Alex, what you been playing, man?
Finally finished Persona, so that's exciting. That is
cool.
An amazing game.
Yes, it is.
Right now I'm playing Golf Story. I was playing Shantae Half Genie Hero, the DLC. I finished that. That was also
awesome.
Very fun. I like that one. It's way harder than the standard game, so I liked it. And yeah, now just doing some freaking Golf Story here.
Golf Story is awesome. I love that game. Golf Story was my life for a little bit. I'm sure y'all remember that.
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
Life. I did not finish it. I got to the very end and stopped playing and went to something.
Oh, you suck. Finish.
That is the story of my life. Y'all know me.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, when Alex is playing a game I'm playing, it helps me to continue the game and finish it. Yeah. Because, you know, he's playing it so I can talk to him and converse and kind of be excited about the game with him. So while he's playing Golf Story,
you got back on
I got back on it, yeah. So while he's talking Golf Story and playing it, you should be playing it too, so you can talk with him, converse, and all that stuff, and it'll help you finish. It's helping me finish, yeah, because I'm almost done. Yeah. That's essentially what it is. So it's good.
That was basically the Xenoblade method, man. We were so hard body on Xenoblade. We finished
we were always talking,
working together. Like that was the life. That was the life, man. As far as what I've been playing, I surprisingly have been playing a demo a lot. And y'all are gonna think I'm absolutely crazy, but I'm telling y'all it's lit, okay? So the Dragon Quest Builders demo released on the Nintendo eShop on Thursday. And when I tell you that this game is lit, it's lit. And I'm so serious. Like when I started, I was like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's free. You know, I like to check out demos whenever there's demos available. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna have a little fun with it. I'm gonna check it out, see what it's like. So I really had no expectations, right? But going in and playing this demo, it's only a demo, but it's actually a really meaty demo. And like, I just got so lost in that world. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's just like a Minecraft spinoff or a Minecraft ripoff. But it's actually not. It's like a beautiful blend between like Minecraft and like SteamWorld Dig and then traditional Dragon Quest. Like the building that you do in Dragon Quest Builders is actually related to like a story, like a mission, like you would do for a normal RPG. And it's actually really, really good. And I might have to scoop it. Not even gonna stunt. I was not checking for this game. Play the demo. It's free.
You really weren't. You really weren't. You were
it's awesome. And then I've also been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. My boyfriend and I just finished the Champions Ballad DLC, which is awesome. Yeah. I loved playing that with him. Like we had a great time with that DLC. I'm kind of sad it's over and that we're not getting any more Zelda. Yeah, and we're not getting any more Zelda DLC. That actually kind of makes me sad.
That's okay. I'm gonna play it and go ahead and then, yeah. Well, you know, Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna start. I'm buying that again. I don't care. Nobody. I'm getting it again. I didn't get the 3D. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. Let's move on. All right. So let's talk about these topics for tonight, y'all. So first of all, let's go ahead and dip into this mini direct. So there was a lot of mixed feelings about the mini direct. There's a lot of people who were either kind of excited about what was shown, some people who were just kind of like meh, and some people who thought it was just completely garbage. So first off, let's go ahead and do the rundown on what all was shown. Okay. So I made a Twitter post on my Twitter, and I just kind of segmented it on what was shown from the new stuff, the ports that we're getting from other devices, and then DLC and updates to games. So as far as the new stuff is concerned, they showed some new game called new Mario Tennis game coming to the Switch. It's a new game in the series, and it's called Mario Tennis Aces. They showed some more on Kirby Star Allies, which we already knew about. SNK finally made a damn new fighter. They got SNK heroines coming. So
waifu fighters. Enjoy that.
They actually made a new game instead of putting all these old ass virtual console games on.
And it's a waifu fighter for you weebs out there. Enjoy.
Exactly. I'm just happy they made a new game. That's all I'm saying.
It looks like a competent fighting game.
It looks good. It looks good.
Pretty cool. Those are the King of Fighters people. Yeah. So it's probably pretty competent. Yeah. They also showed some more on Fee or Faye. I don't really know how you say that.
They call it Fee.
Fee. Okay. Yeah. And then they also showed a game by the name of Celeste. It's like an 8-bit indie action platformer type of game.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. And then the ports that they showed were Dark Souls Remastered. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is getting a port to the Switch with a new Funky Kong mode, which I love. Funky Kong. I love him.
Mode is pretty much having Star on the whole time.
Yeah, it's basically the Tanuki, the white Tanuki suit.
Yeah, it's like Tanuki mode.
But I still love Funky Kong. I still love the fact that they showing him some love. So we're getting The World Ends With You Final Remix, which is a port from the DS game, but it has some extra.
It seems like it's a port of the cell phone version, though.
Oh, it's a port of the cell phone version. Okay, and I know that one had some extra content in it that wasn't in the DS version.
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition coming, so it's got all of the DLC and all of the 3DS characters that weren't in the Wii U version.
Cool.
Thank God. I will get that.
I was because that pissed me off. Yes, thank God.
So we're also getting East 8, which is an RPG that's currently on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. I've heard some I've heard some really good things about East 8, so I guess I can look forward to that. And then they also showed Payday 2 is going to get an exclusive. Is going to get an exclusive character. Her name is Joy. And her helmet is like a digitized type of helmet, kind of like on the style of like the character from Ruiner, and then that one guy from Watch Dogs 2. And like it's actually the color of Joy-Cons, the freaking red and blue or whatever. And so they also showed that Mario Odyssey is getting some DLC where you basically do hide and seek with a balloon. I don't know, it's whatever. Pokken Tournament is getting a couple new, I think 3 new Pokemon fighters.
Blastoise
and then Mario plus
Blastoise is coming.
Awesome. Oh yeah, Blastoise,
yeah. And then Mario plus Rabbids is also getting Donkey Kong DLC. Donkey Kong is coming as a playable character, and his weapon of choice is going to be a banana boomerang. So they showed some interesting stuff. We're going to do this roundtable style on our general thoughts about what was shown at the mini direct. I'm going to start with Kuuppon. Tell me your thoughts about what was shown at the direct.
All right, well, I'm going to go down the list you have here to kind of just graze the grass here. So Mario Tennis Aces, the trash Wii U version, is being replaced with an awesome new one, which I actually will get, so that's good, because I did not dip my toes into that nasty-ass water. So I'm happy with that. Kirby Star Allies, definitely going to get it. Y'all know I'm a Kirby fan. You know I'm a freaking Kirby fangirl. Like, I gotta let that out. So I'm gonna get that. I might actually get the little waifu heroines, whatever SNK-ness, because I love the chicks in SNK. Like, they are like my all-time heroes as far as like fighting females and stuff.
Back in the day?
Back in the day, yes. I always played with King. I love her. She is my all-time favorite. Athena, who everyone hates because she's just so fangirlish, and it's just so much greatness. So yeah, I might pick that up. Fee, it's an EA game. I ain't fucking with them no more. So moving on. Celeste, is it called, or something like that? Nah, I have to look more into that, but it did look interesting. So we'll go on with that. As far as the ports, Dark Souls, I'm probably gonna have to be honest with myself. I haven't played it before. I'm not even gonna start now, but I hope it does well for those who do want to get it. So there's that. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Didn't get it the other time. Really don't care about the Funky Kong, but I'm glad it did make it over. I am glad it made it over, because it was kind of obvious it was going to come over. So that wasn't really anything, you kind of knew it was coming. The World Ends With You, awesome surprise. Great that I'm getting all the content that I didn't get from the freaking mobile version, and I can finally finish this game, because this was one of the games that I never got to finish.
Somebody in the chat also said that the final remix version, which is coming to the Switch, it's the mobile version, and then there's also additional content that wasn't in there.
Yep, and I'm glad for that. So I'm definitely gonna pick that up when I get a chance. Hi Rewards, y'all knew I'm picking this. I'm a freaking Zelda girl. Like, what?
I'm a Zelda shield.
And it's got all the DLC that I missed out on in the Wii U version. I was freaking salty. They kept calling out freaking new characters, new themes, and I'm just like, fuck this game. So I am happy they brought it. Yeez, I've actually seen. I remember this game from some time ago, and I just kind of went under the radar with it and never got around to playing it. So I definitely want to pick it up. It reminds me, it's very reminiscent of Xenoblade Chronicles X in a sense, in its fighting style for the most part. So I might have to pick that up. If I need like some RPG love, maybe I'll pick that up later down the road, in between like some droughts or something. But hey, I'm not seeing any. But we'll see. We'll see on that payday. We asked for that. DLC, Mario Odyssey. Haven't gotten the game yet, so I'm not really worried about the DLC. It'll come when it comes, and once I get the game, it'll be there. Pokken Tournament, played it in Wii U version. Not really too keen on it now, so I'm not really gonna pick it up. So as far as DLC, not too worried. Really ain't too big fan of Mario and Rabbids, so DLC is not that big to me. Overall, the direct was, it was all right. It wasn't, spectacular. It wasn't, underwhelming. It was just, stuff that, it was a mini direct. And when it popped up and it was as short as it was, I already assumed we were going to get some games that were ported over. We were going to maybe get some new games, and then also DLC. So if you're expecting like some big spectacular thing, that's your fault, not Nintendo's. And quite frankly, it's not really that big a deal. It's just information.
Exactly. If it's for you, it's for you.
And my major concern with the whole direct is, why is it okay for Sony and Microsoft to get it ports, but Nintendo can't drop none? Huh? So that's all I have to say on that. Anyway, so go ahead, take the floor.
Go ahead, Alex.
Overall, it was a good show. For considering it was a smaller show, I thought they did a good job. The ports, a lot of people are mad at the ports, but what can you do, right? They had a failed console. They're not gonna let those games die.
Right, those games shouldn't die.
Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze it's an amazing game that more people should play, and now they have like Funky Kong mode for which I call the game journalist mode. So they can actually beat the game, because these guys, they suck at games. So that's cool. I hope more people play Tropical Freeze. Pokken Tournament is getting Blastoise. That's awesome.
That's probably gonna warrant you buying it again, huh? Because you like Blastoise.
I do like Blastoise. They're adding Mew and Celebi as support characters, and then there's some other loser Pokemon that I don't care about. But that's pretty cool. I like that they're adding more content to that. What else did they show? They showed oh my god, I'm like drawing a blank on the Direct.
You mean the new games or the ports?
Yeah, well, there was Ys 8. That looked pretty cool. Reminds me of Xenoblade, so that's pretty interesting. Mario Tennis Aces. That's super exciting. Because they're
definitely getting
they're actually adding a story mode this time around, which I found that was
the biggest travesty about Ultra Smash.
Yeah, because Ultra Smash was
so
no content basically. Like the base game was fine, but it was so simplistic. Like it was pretty much just basic modes.
And it had like one arena, like really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So this one they have a full-on story mode with boss fights and stuff. So that's really exciting. So I think that's warranted to be excited about. Kirby Star Allies is looking amazing. That game is gorgeous.
A real Kirby game.
Yeah, we saw two of the new attacks.
Suffered through that freaking Rainbow Curse.
Yeah. We saw two of the new attacks. The artist attack, where you can draw a painting and it comes to life and attacks for you. That was really cool. That's an interesting move. The spider attack, where you encase people in web. Interesting. But I like the fact that you can combine the powers, and you can have up to 4 players. And I believe you can combine all the powers. Maybe it's just 2, but if you can combine 4, that would be insane. They didn't say if it was online, but this is Nintendo, so we're going to assume it's local for now. That game is looking really good. I was shocked that Yoshi wasn't there. I thought that was a shoo-in to be there.
Yes, I really thought that Yoshi would be out before Kirby.
2018, right? So
yeah,
that's kind of strange. Dark Souls, whatever. I've never cared about Dark Souls, and the Switch is not going to change that. But for people who like Dark Souls, now you can take Dark Souls on the go, so that is very cool. I would imagine there's going to be a lot of broken switches on the sides of the streets, but hopefully you people bought warranties on your Switch.
Right.
Go to GameStop and get that get the warranty just in case you break your Switch. What else? Any other interesting stuff that they show? There was some boring stuff. Smaller games like the Fee. I like the art style, but that game looks boring. Celeste looks fun, but I don't like the art style, so they're reversed.
Yeah,
reversed for me. But other than that, like I thought it was a good show. It was short. It was like 15 minutes, but there was no filler. It was game after game after game. I thought they did a good job. There was no Megaton announcement. But again, this was a mini direct, so it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. I agree with pretty much everything that you guys are saying. Overall, I thought it was kind of meh. I really felt like for the first event of the year, I feel like they should have done it a little bit bigger than what they did. But like I was, telling Kuuppon, what they showed was what they showed. Either it's for you or it's not for you. I don't really see the reasoning for why people were so upset with what they showed, because it's not like anything they showed is bad.
Offensive.
Yeah, it's not like anything they showed was bad. Like all of the games that they showed actually look really great. Like
it was just more for the ports. It's just because they showed more ports or something. But it's obvious
new games.
But my thing is, it's obvious they're gonna port the Wii U games over to the Switch because ain't nobody bought a Wii U. How are y'all so stupid on understanding that?
My thing is, I don't have a problem with ports as long as there's also new games.
Then they have some.
Let's just talk about ports for a minute, because like people have selective amnesia,
right?
Because both the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One had an entire year of just ports. They didn't have new content for the most part. And especially when we're talking about the PlayStation, their main attraction for year one was Resogun.
That's my thing.
Not to say
it's
that's
not
a bad
the fact
thing.
that they had ports, but it's like the fact that they had ports, but not enough convincing new games.
It's not like Last of Us and Uncharted 4 dropped in the first year alongside.
Now that would be
right.
That's a different story. But we're talking about Zelda Breath of the Wild. We're talking about Mario Odyssey, ARMS,
right?
ARMS,
Splatoon.
Like these are new games dropping alongside. So I don't personally understand why people are mad at the ports, because they're acting like we're only getting ports, which I
Right.
agree with.
Which I would understand for being mad if it was just ports.
2 of the best games of the generation come out on the
Hell,
same
we got
year.
Doom.
And like, I just don't get it. Because like, if it's okay for Xbox and PlayStation to get ports, then it's perfectly fine for the Switch to get it. Like, I just don't understand. It's even more warranted, which I've talked about before, because like the Xbox 360, the PS3, they both sold over 80 million consoles each, and yet on the PS4 and Xbox One, it's port. The Switch couldn't, not the Switch, the Wii U barely sold, what, 14 million?
Right.
So of course they're gonna bring the games over. Like, Nintendo would be imbeciles.
They would be retarded. Yeah, they would be retarded for not. And let's just be real here. Some of y'all who got a Switch, who never would have picked up a Nintendo console in the first place, probably wanted to play some of them Wii U games back in the day. And you weren't but you weren't gonna get a Wii U. So now you got the games plus the DLC added to the games, some extra content. So shut the hell up and enjoy your game. Goddamn.
Now we get something amazing because we're getting Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3,
and 3 all on the same console. What other consoles are doing that?
Yeah.
Most of the people who are doing the complaining didn't have a Wii U, so I don't really
and probably don't have a Switch either. But I'm talking to people that have a Switch and who might be complaining. I don't know why you would be complaining, but
you haven't played these games before.
If you don't have a Switch, I don't care. You can complain all you want because you just ain't gonna get one, and I don't care. But if you have one and you're complaining, it doesn't make sense. Why are you complaining about more games? Is my question.
And that's
and that's all there is to it. So
and that's how she wrote. So we're gonna go ahead and move on and drop the mic on that moment. Ding, ding, ding! You got it. All right. So now we're gonna talk about what happened today. So Nintendo prefaced this. I'm just gonna say this because I feel like it needs to be said because a lot of people ain't got no understanding.
None. I'm
gonna preface this news, but you guys know that Nintendo said, hey, we dropping some information later today that is for kids and kids
at heart.
Okay, so I just want to preface what I'm going to say with that.
One more time.
Y'all are wildin'.
One more time. Kids.
Y'all are wildin'.
And kids at heart. Kids. One more time, just the last one. And kids at heart. Okay, now that we got that, you can take the floor.
So it was a bunch of M-rated games, right?
No.
Kids and kids at heart. Dude.
Oh, my bad.
So Nintendo is releasing a new effort called Nintendo Labo. So basically, Nintendo Labo is I guess you could say, just to simplify it, it's basically cardboard Legos.
Simple.
They are cardboard Legos that are interactive that you can use for the mini games that come with the sets that they have for each Nintendo Labo collection or whatever. So some of the things that I remember seeing from the video, like there were certain little buildables that you could make for some type of like fishing mini game. There was a buildable that you could make for like a little, what do you call those? Like the motorized car mini games.
The little motor cars.
Yeah. Motor cars that you use the remote control stick.
Remote control car, basically.
Mm-hmm. And there was a buildable for like this robot game. It kind of looks like an evolution of their Project Robot thing they were trying to do some years ago.
It's definitely what that turned into.
So I'm glad it actually turned into that because it actually looks good now, in my opinion.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I think it looks better now that they've paired it with something that actually looks kind of neat. Right. So basically, they released all of this information today. And let me tell you guys a couple of details from what to expect from Nintendo Labo. So there are Lego-like instructions on the Nintendo Switch screen to help you and guide you. Punch out the cardboard pieces to assemble them, kind of like a little paper doll clothes, stuff like that. The project in which you assemble is a bug-like radio control car that takes about 15 minutes. So we just talked about that, the radio controlled car, which is kind of cool because these things have like little pulleys and levers inside that allow them to move. I think that's actually pretty cool. The project in which you assemble, pull the controls on the Nintendo Switch screen. So basically you control the radio control car using the Nintendo Switch screen and like it moves. I think that's the wildest part about this stuff is how interactive it is. It's not just cardboard. Like
it actually interacts. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm looking at the video now.
There are literally little contraptions and devices that do things. I think that's the coolest part. So basically, from my understanding, the infrared camera inside of the Joy-Con controller is one of the pieces of tech inside of the Nintendo Switch that allows these things to be possible.
Yeah.
Here on this information, it says that the infrared camera on the Joy-Con controller can see reflective strips of tape on the back of the keys, which come into view when the key is pressed, telling the game software to play the right notes. So the little piano thing that's inside of that trailer, it actually makes notes because the infrared camera detects which strip of tape it is that detects the keys.
Right.
The fishing rod game, it uses some kind of I think it uses HD rumble or some variation of that kind of lets you know, like lets the game know if you're using like friction or not to pull up the fish. I can't really explain it, but it's really cool. Yeah. And like it's just little stuff like that in the Nintendo Labo that make it really interesting. So let's go ahead and talk about this price point, because this is the part where I'm like,
nope.
This is really cool. I understand that it comes with software, and I understand that there's little things inside of it.
But it's still cardboard.
But it is still cardboard. So let's talk about these prices, because we got to keep it real.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to go down the list real quick. It says that the Nintendo Labo Variety Kit is $69.99.
Jesus.
Play, and discover with 5 different Toy-Con. They're called Toy-Con projects. I actually think that's kind of cool.
That's cute.
Is that what they're
Toy-Con.
So yes, they're called Toy-Con. So the Variety Kit comes with the 2 RC cars. So this is the one with the motorized cars. It comes with a fishing rod, and it comes with a house, a motorbike, and this is also the one that comes with the piano as well.
Yeah.
So it has the Nintendo Labo Variety Kit software, which is the software that you need to interact with this for the cars and the fishing rod and the piano and all of that. It comes with a cardboard sheet times 28. So it's 28 pieces of cardboard, reflective sticker sheets, which you would need for the pianos. It comes with a sponge, string, an eyelet set, and it comes with rubber bands. So all of that comes together to make the pulleys, the things that you need to make this interactive piece of material work. And then there's also the robot kit, which is $79.99. So it comes with that is going to be hilarious on him, and I can't wait till he makes a video.
I'm not convinced that is big enough for an adult man.
It might not be. So it comes with the robot kit software. So the Project Robot game comes with this as well. It has 19 pieces of cardboard. Actually, there's 19 and 4. I guess there's different, like the different materials. I don't really know. I'm just going with what they say on the list.
Yeah. Reflective
sticker. It comes with strings, canvas straps, and it comes with an eyelet set. Supposedly the Nintendo page or Nintendo Labo page, something like that, says that these parts are replaceable. So say if the parts break or something or tear, just call Nintendo customer service and they will be willing to replace anything that was destroyed or misplaced or whatever.
They'll swap the cardboard? What will they replace?
They will replace the parts. Like say if you lost a part or broke a part of your robot kit or whatever, they would send you one for free.
That's pretty cool.
So so that's Nintendo Labo. I don't really know if there's much to really say about it, except for, even though this is a really quirky and weird idea, this is just one of the many reasons why I love Nintendo. Like there's like, even
Nintendo is like the only company who can get away with some silly stuff like this,
and they just do the craziest.
They just don't care.
They don't take themselves too serious. Like I love them for stuff like this. Like they're not scared to fail on wacky ideas. You know what I mean? But the greatest thing about them right now is they made sure they got their stuff together first, the hardcore gaming stuff first, and then
before doing all this
gimmicky stuff.
Now,
if the Switch was trash and they were doing Labo, I wouldn't be as willing to
accept it. Yeah, I'd be like, first of all, get this garbage out of here. Nobody care about no cardboard. Fix your games. Give me some games.
Exactly. Because that's exactly how I felt with the amiibo. I'm like, okay, I don't care,
especially with the Wii U, it's like your games ain't together. You ain't even using them. So what's the point?
You know. So y'all want to talk about this for a little bit before we move on?
I just have a few things to say, and I'm probably gonna be done. So, like I said, this is the only company I know who can get away with some silliness like this. And remember, they said it first that it is for kids and kids at heart. So if you ain't into this, calm your nuts and move on. It ain't for you.
Get Bayonetta next month instead.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not for you. So I understand there's gonna be a lot of people out there making videos. Oh, this is that gimmick stuff again. Nintendo be doing. You doggone right. That's what they do, and that's just who they are. And you ain't gonna stop them. Now, moving on from that, they just do stuff like this. Now, after looking at this, because I hadn't looked at it prior to jumping in here, it looks nice. I did not know they had all these different parts and pieces to it, so that's awesome. They really put some thought into this, despite the fact that they're like, look, we gonna sell cardboard to a bunch of people for like 80, 70 bucks, and they're gonna like it, and it's gonna sell. That's the funny part. This stuff is gonna actually sell, because first of all, kids are gonna get it. Second of all, like I said, grown ass men and women who are kids at heart are gonna want to check it out and see how it works, because it is. Like right now, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I want to try it, but I'm not spending no 80, 60, 70 bucks to get some cardboard.
I mean, low key, that race car, low key, that motor car look kind of
right. Like, I want to try it. I honestly do, but I can't.
Not willing to
I'm not dropping that kind of money just to try a couple of cardboard things. Like, I want to try the piano, maybe the race car or something, but I don't want all the other stuff. So it's like, maybe if they put those things in a smaller kit, for people who don't want the big, the big kit, then that would be great. So I'll hold off for that. I think I'll hold off, because I think what they'll do later down the road if this takes off, I think they will. They're checking the variety
kit. Yeah, because like when you look at the variety kit, it has everything: the race car, the fishing rod, the house, the motorbike, and the piano. That's fine. And
it would be kind of silly if they didn't later down the road sell them separately, because you gotta be honest, it's cardboard. Ain't nobody trying to spend 50 bucks for cardboard. But I wonder how. I hope there would be at least 20 bucks or lower or something like that for the individual pieces. But like I said, I'll hold off. Let other people, check it out and whatnot. And maybe later down the road, if they decide, to sell some of the stuff separately, then I'll definitely get the smaller kits and stuff. And that's just where I stand. But this is clever. It's interesting. It's definitely Nintendo. It's only something Nintendo can get away with. This is only something Nintendo can get away with. Like, you ain't gonna see no Lego dropping some freaking cardboard. You're not gonna see Sony, Microsoft. You ain't gonna see no freaking EA and nobody in their right mind is thinking about trying to sell cardboard with some bits and pieces to you.
That shit is wild.
Like, how wild, right? Like, just think of this. Think of the freaking the presentation for this. I got an idea, Nintendo. Listen to this. I got an idea, Nintendo. So you know how we have the Switch, and you know how it has these different bits and pieces that it uses the HD Rumble and all this other stuff. How about we sell cardboard pieces that do stuff with the thing and the thing, and I could just imagine somebody trying to pitch this.
Thought out too.
Yeah. You could tell somebody was really thinking this through. So kudos to the guy who thought this up.
Even look at the way that they presented it. Even the way that they presented it was like super stylized. You know what I mean? It's like
it's really nice.
Yeah, so, the way they put it together was very thought out.
I'm gonna wait for the smaller kits. I'm pretty sure that'll come later down the road. Hopefully this does take off. It's an interesting little side quest, I guess, for people who want to try something different. But the prices right now, not so hot.
I think kids will definitely want this, though.
Yeah, definitely.
I think so.
All right, Alice, any thoughts on it before we move on to our numbers?
Yeah, like, who else could make something like this but Nintendo?
Right?
Nobody.
It's so strange, yet it makes perfect sense. The way it interacts with the Switch and its infrared technology and the motion controls. I think it's cool. Like, I know I was joking around a lot on Twitter, shitting on this thing, but like, the technology of what they're doing is cool. I like what they're doing. I like that they're trying to branch out and try to get that Wii audience. I think the piano one is pretty interesting, how it catches the light off the reflections on the back of the keys. That's cool. I like the fishing rod just because it's so ridiculous that there's a cardboard fishing rod. That, to me, that's
I know.
hilarious.
Oh, you can play Golf Story with it.
Yeah, the house one, the house one's kind of dumb. The motorbike one is kind of whatever, but the RC car one is cool. It's just interesting. But the only problem I have with it is the price point. I don't think that I know it does come with the game or whatever it is, but it still costs too much. That doesn't seem like a $60 software to me.
Definitely not.
Right, definitely not.
Because I was saying shit like, oh, this is $70 for cardboard.
It's like another like 1-2 switch type of
it's kind of
situation.
Like 1-2 switch. It only has what 1-2. It has like 5 games in there.
Right, and then
so I think
let's just assume nobody's really getting all of the parts and pieces.
The pricing
and stuff,
is like $20 too high.
Yeah, definitely.
With $20 less, I think it'd be more. I think this would be a lot more exciting.
Like maybe at $40 or
sell
something.
Really well because like Legos are ridiculously expensive. If you ever go into the Lego store, that shit is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's not like this is gonna sell poorly. I do like the concept. I think it's super interesting. I like that you can connect it to your Switch. I'm assuming this is worthless unless you have a Switch, right? It doesn't do anything with the Switch.
No, I don't think so.
I read a report saying that you don't need the cardboard. You just only need the software.
The game? Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like, it doesn't hurt anybody. Like, it's not interfering with the games that we've been getting. This is not for the core audience, obviously. This is geared towards the casual people. I think it's going to be a home run, to be honest. I think they're going to eat this up because there's nothing else like this on the market right now.
Exactly.
I'm just curious
how
they're going to sell the replacement cardboards. Like, they didn't really talk about that. They're going to sell, like, the pack of cardboards for $20 or something like that. We'll see. I think the robot one is super cool. I feel it's unfair to sell them separately. I think it should have been bundled all together. But I guess it's a different game and you need the backpack, so whatever. But I don't know. I just feel like it should have been one package deal.
But the robot one?
Yeah, the robot one is
I thought the robot one was its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own thing. I mean, like, I think they should all be together. But,
you think the robot should be in it with the...
with the other...
the same game, right? Or it's its own game?
It's its own game. The robot game is its own game.
I guess whatever. That backpack's hilarious. And the little fight.
Isn't it?
It looks like a Nintendo Switch VR.
I know, right?
Who wants to bet that if Nintendo ever decides to do VR, they're going to do it with Labo?
They probably would. Like,
they probably will. It'll probably be a very big upgrade for how Labo does it.
Have you guys ever heard of Google Cardboard? It's basically
basically this.
Yep.
So I definitely think that if Nintendo decides to dabble into VR, it's going to be through Nintendo Labo.
I'm just going to read off what it comes with in the robot set, because like when you hear what comes in it, it doesn't sound like it's worth the price. But it comes with 19 sheets of cardboard, 4 sheets of cardstock, a reflective sticker, an orange string, a blue string, a gray canvas, and another gray canvas, a smaller one, and an even smaller one, and then a set of eyelets, whatever those are. And that's
those things you put on your face.
Is that what it is? All right, well, that's $80. So yeah, I think the price is a bit high for what it is. I saw a lot of people getting mad at me because they're like, it comes with the game. I'm like, my dude, do you honestly believe that little software costs $60? You are
definitely not.
So
definitely
there is
not.
some price gouging going on here, but they can get away with it because there is nothing else like it on the market. Now, if Skylanders and all these other guys start to copy them, maybe the price will go down.
The price is going down.
Yeah, but for now, premium cardboard prices.
Oh my god!
So you are paying $80 and $70 a pop for some damn cardboard. Do yourself a favor. Figure out how you need to cut this stuff out and get you your own cardboard. Get you your own little.
Somebody's gonna come up with the schematics.
They gonna figure it out.
Definitely.
Somebody's totally
gonna be some Chinese knockoffs you can buy on Amazon in a month or two. But like,
exactly.
it's nothing to get mad about. Like this isn't.
It really isn't.
This is not for the core gamer. They were pretty clear about that. They said it was for kids and kids at heart. It's just something crazy weird that they're doing on the side.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with it. As long
I mean,
as
if you don't like it, you just don't like it. It is what it is. Yeah.
Nobody's telling you to like it. I'm just saying.
Like,
there's no need to get mad about it.
Yeah, just move on to the other stuff. There's more games coming down the road anyway. This is just literally for a specific crowd.
Like, we already know what's coming for 2018, and it's looking good. So this is just a bonus.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. So let's go ahead and run through some numbers real quick. So apparently Nintendo Switch was the best-selling system in December. And the way that this news came out was actually kind of weird because it was the result of Aaron Greenberg's tweet on Twitter. So Aaron Greenberg, he posted something on Twitter. He said, was trying to just thank folks. I'm sorry, I'm gonna start with a tweet by somebody who was responding to Aaron Greenberg saying that the Xbox was the best-selling 8th gen console of December. And so somebody on Twitter by the name of PorterRock77 says, based on this tweet, I have a feeling the #1 selling console is either the Switch or the PS4. So Aaron Greenberg then responded to this man saying, was just trying to say thanks to the folks for supporting us in the incredible success following the launch of the Xbox One S. But yes, Xbox outsold PS4 in December for Gen 8 consoles, according to the NPD data, while Nintendo also had a great month as Switch sold most overall units. So that's a really weird way of finding out who won December, but Nintendo won December nonetheless.
Yep.
And so, yeah, man. So that's pretty lit. Next for numbers, this is from a Twitter user by the name of Paul Hunter. And he is, he said on Twitter, approximate 2017 sales by console. So in 2017, the PlayStation 4 sold 20 million consoles. The Nintendo Switch sold 12 million consoles, but of course it wasn't a full year because the Switch came out in March. And the Xbox One sold 8 million consoles in all of 2017. So I think that's pretty good for the Nintendo Switch to be pulling in numbers like that in its first nine or so months on the market. And then the last bit of sales news is in the UK. Nintendo is the third biggest publisher with 11.3% market share. So according to this article here, it says that Games Industry has just published a report looking at the state of the UK video game industry. There's plenty of information to be discovered, and you can read their findings here. So there's a link there, but I'm not going to go there. Nintendo is the third biggest publisher in the UK with an 11.3% market share. They are just behind EA and Activision Blizzard. The site has also revealed the top 10 box games of 2017, which you can view below. And none of them are Nintendo games as far as I can see. Yeah, none of the top 10 are Nintendo games. So I wonder how they have the biggest market share then. I guess it's just consoles then, probably not software.
Well, they're probably combining the 3DS stuff too.
That's probably true as well. So yeah, Nintendo is doing pretty good in the UK. For those of you guys who are not aware, UK is pretty much Sony Central.
Yeah.
So it's really good to see that Nintendo is doing well pretty much everywhere in the world right now. So yeah, that's awesome news. So that's enough numbers things. Do you guys have anything to say about numbers before we move on to the Sega news?
Just one thing. This is about Mr. Aaron Greenberg, the fanboy
of
the
gosh.
Xbox division.
Can we not?
This dude has the nerve that he can't bear that Xbox lost to the Switch, so he has to throw in, well, we won for the 8th gen consoles. Like,
that was a really weird way to voice.
He doesn't want to admit that they lost to the Switch. Like, come on, you still beat PlayStation. That's all you care about.
That's all they should have said. We beat PlayStation December. You didn't have to go on these
we
big.
won for the 8th gen consoles.
Like the 8th gen consoles. Like, okay,
well. Guy.
Anyway, so some time ago, Sega made this big announcement that they were going to be announcing something pretty big. They had a countdown on their website and everything. So that fateful day did come, and they announced that they are coming out with a spiritual successor to Theme Hospital, and this game is called 2 Point Hospital. So 2 Point Hospital is a management sim from the same creators, of course. And it's supposed to be releasing when? Did they say when it's releasing? I don't know.
I know.
Oh, at some point this year. So it's sometime this year. So to those of you guys who like sim management games, this game actually looks kind of cool. It's not really what I would have wanted to see from Sega. Sega has so many storied IPs, and this is not one that I have experienced as
Streets
growing
of
up with
Rage
Sega. But it
even...
looks charming. I'll give it that. It looks charming. The characters look charming. So yeah. Y'all got something to say about this or not?
I mean, you couldn't think of Streets of Rage or Vector Man, like nothing?
Man.
Like nothing? None of that? Okay. Okay. Well, I guess anybody who wants something sim related, I guess, there you go, 2 Point Hospital. Because nobody asked for this, but I'm not mad because I wasn't expecting anything, but it's just kind of like funny and interesting to see that this is what they thought people wanted. But
yeah, I'm not mad, but I'm just
it's just like, oh, okay.
I think my whole thing was just kind of the way that they went about it. Like they
made it seem like they were gonna show. They made it sound like something big was happening, and the big reveal is like 2 Point Hospital, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, I was never expecting anything, but like this is what you expected your fans to be excited about, and I'm not even a fan anymore, and I'm just like, wow, I would be disappointed if I even gave a crap, but I mean, hey, it's whatever, man. I mean, it's not a bad looking game, but it's just like nobody really plays sim related games much anymore, and if they do, they mostly play them on PC.
Well, this is coming to PC too.
Oh, is it? Okay. Okay, well that makes sense then. So then that's even worse. It's not even nothing coming to console.
Nope.
Did they announce anything else other than this?
No, that's funny. It's just that.
So it's just coming to PC. You don't even get it on console. Wow. Like, they just totally slapped their fan base.
This wouldn't be so bad if they had a couple announcements in conjunction with it.
Yeah, they had some extra stuff with it. Yeah. But like I said, y'all have Vector Man, the Streets of Rage. I ain't seen them in years. But, you know, whatever.
It's really interesting that this was their big announcement.
This is hilarious, actually. It's kind of funny. I can't even be mad about it.
I'm not gonna say that this game, like we were mentioning, I'm not gonna say that this game doesn't deserve to be highlighted by Sega. If they're proud of the game, they should be, they should celebrate the game. But
I don't. The fact that they try to build some kind of hype around them.
That's the thing, though. The hype that they built.
Maybe they shouldn't have done that. Maybe they should have just been like, "Hey guys, we have an announcement to make. That's it."
Is that they built so much hype around it unnecessarily?
Yeah. There's no need for that. They could have just easily said, "We have an announcement coming soon. Be on the lookout." That's it, and then leave it alone. Don't try to hype it.
Yeah, they had a whole countdown.
A countdown for some damn 2 Point Hospital, y'all. They had a countdown for this.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. No wonder people were all upset on Twitter. Real
was so mad.
He was losing his mind. He had all caps on his little, how dare you, blah, 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 blah.
He was so mad.
That's why I say, don't get hyped about every little thing you hear. Like, yeah, you could be excited to an extent, but you need to keep some of that excitement in a bottle. Just a little bit of it. Just in case dumbness like this happens, you could be like, oh, okay, well, whatever.
Yeah. A funny thing that Real Gamer mentioned, and he made a rant video, and I totally forgot about it, but he reminded me that this was a thing. You know how some months ago Sega was like they were focusing on trying to reinvigorate older IPs?
Yeah.
This is what they were talking about.
This is the older IP?
This is what they meant, apparently.
Oh, Jesus, I swear, Sega, you have so much good IPs, and you don't want to make money, so...
They have so much unwarranted goodwill.
They have too much. Like, you Sonic fans need to stop. That's what it is.
Just keep giving them a pass on everything. It's crazy.
It's freaking crazy. Y'all just need to abandon ship, and I shit you not, we'll see some new stuff.
It's funny.
We'll see the old good stuff.
It's funny how Sega gets all of this unwarranted goodwill, but Nintendo doesn't.
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed that?
It's true.
People are still super people are gonna like what they like, and I'm not saying that you should.
That's fine. It's do you.
But like
it's
people
like,
are always so like blindly optimistic about
and it's the saddest thing about it is like Sega, you renting, honey. You renting in our apartment building, which is the Nintendo, apartment building. Rent your apartment building here, and people like you more than the freaking landlord. Like, what is this mess? And the landlord,
I don't understand it.
I don't understand it.
Maybe it's because people like lightweight kind of feel bad for them because they don't make consoles anymore.
That's stupid. That's their fault. They decided to do a trickle down freaking economic whatever the heck they did. Want to sit in here and make 15 different consoles in less than a freaking generation. Sound a lot familiar to me.
I just don't understand how they get so much unwarranted goodwill, but like Nintendo gets crapped on for like literally everything they do. Yeah. Like one of them is successful, the other one was not. So.
Y'all better calm down. Your little hedgehog would be dead without Nintendo.
Right.
Chill the hell out.
Or maybe it's because the Sega fan base is just that, fanatical.
Like I said, they're renting an apartment, and y'all calm down. Your little hedgehog is gonna die if you sit up here and act a fool. Take it over there to freaking Sony and die quietly in the background because nobody's playing nothing over there.
I feel like they do get some goodwill though, Ruby, because like when they first announced like, oh, we got this big announcement, like nobody was like, it's gonna be trash. Everyone was like, oh my god,
nobody. They're just like, oh my god, it's gonna be something.
What are you gonna say?
But as you could tell, like when Nintendo's coming. There's some excitement. You got your excitement, but then there's mostly critics, just like, oh, what gimmicky stuff's gonna happen now? What they got now? And then it's the Labo stuff. And watch. I'm pretty sure people right now are posted all over Twitter and Facebook and whatever else. All this is trash. This, that, and more gimmicky stuff. Nintendo needs to make more games. They made a Nintendo Mini Direct, and it just had nothing but ports and blah blah blah. That's all you're gonna hear for the next couple of weeks before something else new pops up. Watch.
I guess because people only look at the
I don't know if people like forgot, but Nintendo saved your gaming hobby.
They don't care.
Did we just suddenly just forget? Well, I know, but those babies need to chill the hell out and sit down and listen. Grandma's gonna teach y'all something. Listen to grandma. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, way back in the day, your gaming hobby was about to go the way of the dodo. And Nintendo swooped in and started regulating stuff hardcore. Now, sure, they had an iron fist and people got mad at them later on down the road when stuff started lightening up. But they saved your gaming hobby. They saved gaming. You should give them just a little bit of it out. Just a little bit. I'm not saying let them pass on everything because obviously we ain't doing it. We don't do that here. But you need to lighten up just a tad bit. And for those of you who have whatever it is up your butt about Nintendo, whatever they did to you back in the day and you can't forgive them for, you need to figure out why. And if you can't forgive them for it, why are you still here? Why are you here? Go play your Sony, your Microsoft, your PC, whatever. Why are you here? Your Atari coming back? Sega say they want to make a comeback, but 2 Point Hospital. So
do you think that Sega will ever make another console?
No, hell, no. They ain't got the balls to compete. They just don't have it. They can't compete.
The funniest thing about it is when they were hyping up 2 Point Hospital, they put 2, like the number 2, and then 2 tomorrow. People thought it was like Dreamcast 2.
Yeah.
Y'all really gotta. Anyway, let's go ahead and.
I just want Vector Man. I just want Vector Man in Streets.
Let's switch topics because
yeah, we can move on.
When it comes to Sega and this announcement, they botched it. Obviously, they don't know how to hype up. But you're supposed to hype up something you're selling. I'm not saying don't talk about it, but this was just a small little game. It doesn't warrant the secrecy and the days and days of hyping it up on Twitter. That's not necessary. It could have been just like a simple press release. Like look at Nintendo with this freaking cardboard nonsense. They didn't spend days hyping it up. They said we're gonna show this in a day tomorrow, so stay tuned. And then that was it. Like I just don't understand. Like Sega, I think they went a little overboard and it backfired on them. Hopefully they learn from this, because like the game is probably a fun game, but like when you come off of Sonic
not
Forces,
shitting on the game at all.
when you come off of Sonic Forces, which is a shit game, people want to see something good, that you have something in the pipeline, and they want something big, and like this is just not what people were wanting.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic Forces was horrible because I never checked it out. Was it?
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
The general
was it Sonic Boom bad or?
No, it's probably not.
I don't think it's Sonic Boom bad. But
so was it Sonic 06 bad then?
Basically, the general consensus is just another mediocre.
Just another mediocre. Okay.
It's not like a trash fire, but it's still like mediocre Sonic 3.
Okay, so then it was Sonic Unleashed. Okay. Nighttime stuff, so not daytime.
When he turns into a freaking like werewolf.
The werewolf, yeah. So Sonic Unleashed, nighttime, bad. It's because daytime, everybody loved the daytime, and the nighttime, they're like werewolf time. No, stop.
All right, so let's go ahead and move on, man. So before we move on to the last topic, I just want to let you guys know that the floor is currently open for questions. If you want to ask a question, you have to ask the question in the Team Red Talks Nintendo Questions Discord channel. I will put the link down in the chat. I've been kind of posting it here and there. So just make sure that you guys go and put your questions in the Discord channel, because it's easier for us to keep up with them when you do it that way instead of doing it in the chat. So take your questions to Discord now, or we will not answer your questions because it's just easier to follow the Discord channel. Also, let me go ahead and do a couple of shout outs up in here. So we got EJ Johnson up in here, per usual, always showing the support. Shout outs to King Zale up in here. Shout outs to Paid Enthusiast up in here. Seraphan up in here. Shout outs to Ruby Sakurai, Lubit Von Gaming, Kitty on a Leash in here. Shout outs to, who else did I see? Unforgiven, Neo Star. I know I'm missing a lot of people, but thank you guys so much for participating in the conversation and watching. Guys, you're awesome. Make sure you give this stream a thumbs up. Make sure you go to Alex's channel, give his stream a thumbs up, and let's keep this ball rolling. So the last thing that we're going to talk about are some things that, oh yeah, Tony, Konami, Huron, and Inglorious Bastards in here as well. Thank you guys for coming through. So President Kimishima talked about how he wanted the Switch's 2018 or second year to be a crucial year. So I'm going to go down the list about some things that they discussed. So the article is as follows. Nintendo's Tatsumi Kimishima recently sat down with Yahoo Japan to talk about the success that Nintendo has seen with the Nintendo Switch and to talk about the system's crucial second year. The Nintendo Switch took the video game world by storm in 2017, but Nintendo isn't prepared to sit back for a second year. They want the momentum to continue well into the future. Here's what he had to say. And it goes on to say, in order to be playable in the long term, the second year is crucial. Our task is to add more users, including people who barely touch video game consoles, probably like what they're doing right now with the Labo. Nintendo has to expand the game library, take in new players, and raise the Switch as a game console with a long lifespan. Kimishima believes that overall worldwide momentum for the Switch is rivaling the Wii era. Nintendo has reached most early adopters because they really like Nintendo's games. Nintendo's games are focused on the family demographic. In the Switch's future, different sorts of genres will be covered by third parties, which will help expand the system's user base. So that's really interesting. He's wanting this year to be covered by third parties.
Cool.
So we'll talk about it when I'm done, I guess.
Okay.
But that's a very interesting thing he said. If Nintendo doesn't think of new ways to play, Switch momentum could stop due to competition from other hardware creators. There's a possibility in the future that the method to deliver surprises to customers may change. And to equalize earnings, it is important to always maintain unique ideas. So I guess we can kind of talk about this round table style about Kimishima's thoughts on how to maximize the longevity of the Nintendo Switch console and everything surrounding the console for 2018. Alex, how do you feel about some of the things that Kimishima is saying about their second year?
So he wants third parties to take control. Is that what
Yeah, and he wants to expand the library to bring in new players, and also, of course, the typical Nintendo thing, to find unique ways to play.
Oh yeah, well that's Labo, so that's they're already doing. But it's cool to see that they're actually gonna rely a little bit on third parties. That means they do have some in the pipeline that we don't know about. Otherwise, they wouldn't have said so. Like, we know Wolfenstein's on the way. That's a big one. And we know Dark Souls is coming, or whatever it was. That's coming now. So that's cool. Like, we already know there's Fire Emblem. We know there's Pokemon's on the way, stuff like that. So I think they're going to have a good year. I like that he thinks outside of the box to expand the marketplace instead of just focusing at one thing at a time. Like, it looks like he's trying to reach out to multiple targets at once, which is the smart way to do the first
That's like
thing.
a typical Nintendo thing in their most recent years anyways.
Yeah. But, like, especially since he's been in charge, like, he
definitely
focuses more on one thing, then moves on to the next. Like, obviously, they got the core audience down first. Now they're starting to branch out, which is the right way of doing things. Which is not what happened last gen. So this
time, not at all.
So this time, I think they're handling it well. I think 2018 is going to be fine. 2018 is going to be fine for them. Can they keep up the same momentum? We'll see.
Yeah.
They want to hit 20 million. That's a huge goal. But again, if that Pokemon actually does come out this year, like it's targeted to be, I think that they're going to be perfectly fine.
Perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I love his mindset when it comes down to things like this. Like Kimishima, like I loved Owada. I loved how quirky he was. I loved how out of the box in his thinking that he was. But one of the things that I feel like Owada could have been better at was being a businessman who thinks about the long term. I felt like with the Wii U, you can kind of tell the messaging with the Wii U was kind of like the here and now. We're just going to focus on what we're doing right now. This thing right now, this is what we're doing right now. But with the Nintendo Switch and the way that Kimishima is kind of branching off and doing certain things, you can kind of tell that the way that he's doing things is he's looking at, okay, this is hot right now, but how can we expand the hype of this long term? How can we manage this console to be a player that's going to be here for a little minute until we move on to our next thing? So I really like his mindset. As far as the whole thing about the third party stuff, though, that kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of iffy on that because I feel like they tried to do the same thing with the 3DS and it didn't work. I mean, the Nintendo Switch is different in a lot of respects, but at the same time,
I think the way that they're going to go with third party is not in the sense of trying to get the samey third party stuff that other consoles has. I think they're going to try and get like the fairly different, quirky third-party exclusives. Some of the stuff we've seen so far is the same stuff that the other consoles have, and obviously, being that this is like a handheld in and of itself, it's not gonna be able to handle some of the third-party stuff that other consoles have, but it's gonna still be it's still gonna work. And I don't know. I think he might try to find a way to to kind of. I just think we'll probably see more third party in the sense of like something more tailored for the Nintendo Switch.
Probably see more stuff
like
more exclusive type third parties. Yeah. And then we'll see a lot of third party in the form of like Japanese third party as opposed to Western third party, because Western third party just isn't big for Nintendo. They don't really jump on board, head first, and just they're not like that. And some I mean, Bethesda, hey, they did win in, but like for the most part, Bethesda was just, they saw a good opportunity, they jumped in. So hey, kudos to them. But like all the others are kind of, they're still kind of iffy. Some are bringing things over, but not so much. But like, I think probably by the third year, we might see actual, Western third parties maybe actually go all in. But right now, they're still thinking. They're still kind of iffy.
We're getting a lot of good third parties from Japanese
like from the
Shin Megami Tensei, Valkyria Chronicles 4, freaking.
So like my thing is like, so when people talk about third parties, they gotta understand that it's not just the Western. There are the Eastern third party. You gotta think about the Japanese third party. They are third party. They are bringing stuff to the Switch. It just might not be the third party you want, but it is third party, and so they're being backed by third party
and I'm okay with that, to be honest, as long as there's some variety. Like this was my whole thing with the Wii U.
Right.
Too many droughts in between exclusive games and not enough variety. If the Japanese people can bring variety, that's all that really matters. People want to buy a console that has a variety of things that they can choose from to fill their time and their entertainment time. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
because not everybody plays the same game, and not everybody's alike. So if you have a different variety of different games, different people that like different genres of games will come to your system and play whatever they like on that, on the system under that genre. So they're doing a good job. They got sports games coming back. We got the sports games coming back. We got shooters coming in. We got open world. We got your fantasy. We got RPG up there. Craziness. A lot of RPG. So I mean, hey, we got a good variety.
Any RPGs.
That's true.
It didn't. It really didn't. So I mean, they have variety and they have the third party. As far as like the whole, they talk about family. The family demographic. I mean, they still have the family demographic, but they're not focusing on it, which is what I like.
That's what I love.
They have it, and we all still know it's there. It hasn't gone away, but they're not making it the main focus like with the Wii U. They have, with the Labo, obviously that's a family demographic type of thing. Yeah. It's for the family to enjoy, watch the kids play, whatever. You got some of your family-friendly games, your Tetris and your freaking 1-2 Switch and various things like that. But then you got your, hardcore games like your Doom and freaking what's that game coming out next with Bethesda, Wolfenstein, all that stuff. Yeah, so you got games coming out from various different demographics, and I just like the fact that they're not focusing solely on the family, because that was irritating as all heck, and it was annoying. And they're letting us know, hey, look, family's still involved. You're not taken out of the demographic, but we gotta make sure we focus on our core players, which is what they said. They focus on the core gamers. Let them know, hey, we got games coming out, the ones you like, stuff you didn't know about. We're still gonna keep pushing, but we also gotta bring some new people on board. We're not leaving you guys out. So they kept us the focus, the core gamers. They kept us the focus. They made sure to let us know that it's not just about the family. It's also about you. And they got games galore. Just games.
Nothing says core Nintendo fan like the biggest Zelda and the biggest Mario we've ever had ever.
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
In 1 year. So that says a lot, because you don't normally see that
announcement. Like they know what we want.
They know what they've heard us.
I love that.
And now I can finally say a little more confident from when the Switch first came out that they actually are listening and they're actually implementing those things. And I can see their business plan. And I love Kimishima because he is a businessman first before the whole gaming thing comes. And I can see with this little bullet points here, like he knows what he wants to do. He knows where he's going, and it's a long-term endeavor for the Switch. So I'm okay with that.
That is a key thing. He knows where he's going. Yeah. Like, this is a man who you can tell he has a vision and he knows the steps that he wants to take to get to the end goal. Yeah. And that's what I really like about the way that he's going about this.
And it's not to say that Nintendo ain't gonna screw up here and there. They are, but hey, we can handle that. We take them with a grain of salt. We let them know, hey, this ain't the right direction. Fix your stuff and move on from there. And they get back on track and we move forward. Yeah. I mean, the headphone thing, come on.
No, that's a big thing that they really got to figure out.
Yeah, they probably heard loud and clear. 15% people downloaded that app and was like,
nobody uses that app anymore.
So I think they heard us loud and clear, and I think Kimishita's like, nah, get that out of here. We're going to figure this thing out. Moving on. And went straight forward from there to do other things. And they'll let us know about that at a later date. So hopefully we'll hear more about that. The online is coming, I'm sure. I just think right now they're really trying to get it right. I hope that's what they're working on, that they're really trying to get it right and make sure it's worth our money.
That's what I'm hoping too, girl. Me and you together.
So we'll see when that comes down the road. But so far with what I'm seeing here, looks like they got their heads on straight. Looks like the wheels are turning. Kimishima knows how to drive this ship, and I'm ready to get on board. Let's do this.
And Paid Enthusiast in the chat made a very good point. He says, Nintendo is just trying to hit all cylinders with the Switch. Casuals still make up a large portion of potential consumers. And he is absolutely right.
Yep.
As long as they're focusing on the core first. I don't care what casual stuff they do, as long as they're focusing on the core first. So let's go ahead and delve into our questions. So guys, remember, if you want your questions read, we will not read them in the chat. We will only read them if they are in the Team Red Questions Discord server. So we're going to go ahead and go through these questions. So the first question is from Matthew Pipes. He says, do you think that Nintendo should have reversed the name title Mini Direct to Switch owners who didn't own a Wii U Direct?
Pretty much what it was. It's pretty much
basically what it was. If you didn't own a Wii U, this Direct was for you.
It was for you guys.
Called a What's a Wii U Direct?
Right. This is like, hey, in case you missed it, Direct, here you go. Wii U games for the Switch.
And then we have a two-parter from T-Dude. He says, do you think the Nintendo Labo will be a sleeper hit on the Switch? And is Kuuppon still hyped for The World Is With You final remix for the Switch?
All right. For the Labo thing, it might be a sleeper hit.
I think it's going to sell.
It's probably going to sell just because it's something quirky that Nintendo can only get away with. Yeah. And even if it doesn't sell right away, it'll pick up later on down the road or something. Yeah. But I could see it selling. As far as The World Is With You, hell yeah, I'm excited. I've been waiting to get this. I don't know. I just been hoping this game would come back. I was hoping for a 2, but hey, I'll take her final remix, and then if it sells well and does well, maybe we can get 2. Maybe we can get a 2. Because Square Enix is cool.
Yeah, Square Enix is on it with the Switch. Right. Like they might not be bringing big stuff like Final Fantasy right now, but the stuff they are bringing is really interesting stuff. So I
hope they can bring some Kingdom Hearts at some point. Yeah, I hope we can at least get Kingdom Hearts. We can't get no Final Fantasy, which I could care. If I get some Kingdom Hearts, that'd be lovely. But yeah, World Ends With You, definitely looking forward to that. If it does well, hopefully we get a 2. And if anything, maybe if it does well again, maybe we'll see Kingdom Hearts 3 sometime.
I think Kingdom Hearts has a really good chance of coming to the Switch.
If it ever comes to any console.
You know what? That's facts.
That's the first question. When is it coming to any console?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. We got a question here from Chaotic Fire 86. He says, do you think Nintendo will purposely delay Smash to release with Nintendo's online service? That's a great question.
Could possibly do so.
I don't think that's what's happening, though. I think they are genuinely holding it back. I don't think it has anything to do with Smash Brothers because, I mean, they brought out Splatoon and Mario Kart and ARMS. Those games are online heavy as well.
They're online heavy as well. I just think they're waiting for a good window to drop it, and they're probably going to give us some more characters to add to the game or something like that. Yeah. But for the most part, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's ready to go. It's just a matter of announcing it. So we might hear it at E3 or maybe another Direct or sometime next quarter or something like that. So just, hold off, wait up. It's coming.
Muhammad Alavi says, since the new Yoshi game has a cardboard look, do you think it will connect to Nintendo Labo or possibly release the same day? That's actually a really good
I don't see why not. They probably got some cardboard, some Labo stuff for it.
Because they
just haven't announced it yet.
Because when they were showing the Yoshi game off at E3, there were some collapsible things in Yoshi. Game. So that's actually a really good point.
I don't know. Maybe they might. We'll see.
If they do it, though, I hope it's like optional.
I don't know how they would handle that because you'd have to have separate software for that, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's true.
We'll see. I mean, if they do, they'll figure something out.
With the separate game, but then we're looking at $50 just for that, right?
Yeah, they could do it kind of the way that they sort of do with Amiibo, where there was only certain sections in the game that would you can interact with it. Like say like in the mini games or something like that, where you could use the Labo with Yoshi. You know what I mean?
That seems cumbersome.
Or like certain like bonus stages like that. I don't know. Let's see. What's the next question? Paid Enthusiast says, do you guys think that the new Pokemon Switch game should utilize Nintendo Labo in some fashion? I don't think they should do that.
No, that'll detract from the overall game. I don't want the new Pokemon Switch game that's supposed to come out? Do you think we should have
no.
Nintendo? No, because that'll detract from the game.
Yeah,
No. Just keep your focus on the game. Don't worry about nothing else. Don't add nothing else. If you need to put even Amiibo functionality in there, wait till you're done with the game first.
Amiibo definitely will be there.
Amiibo's definitely gonna be there because they have all these freaking Pokemon Amiibo, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have an Amiibo line. The Pokemon Amiibo line that's
there's
gonna
be a Pokemon Amiibo line because like one thing that I can say about Amiibo in comparison to Nintendo,
it'll work for Pokemon definitely.
Yeah, like with Nintendo Labo, it's so interactive, kind of like VR and VR. It's so specific that certain games will work and certain games
won't, but not for Pokemon.
Whereas Amiibo, like
it's universal. You could kind of you could kind of put it in.
Like you could kind of do anything with Amiibo, and Labo was kind of like one specific thing.
Yeah. So, but I think they should keep their focus on just Pokemon and maybe Amiibo, but that's it.
Yeah. Now, if they wanted to do like a separate mode or something,
like if they want to have a separate, they want a separate like video game altogether with Pokemon Labo, that's fine. But the core Pokemon game needs to be core Pokemon.
Yeah, I agree with that. T-Dude says, did you know that the Nintendo Switch has sold over 600,000 units in Germany? I actually saw that today. That's actually pretty good.
That's cool, but I don't live in Germany.
Final question. Do you think there's a possibility that Bandai Namco will bring Dark Souls 2 and 3 remastered to the Switch? I think it's possible, yeah.
Possibly.
Bandai Namco is working.
Why would there be a Dark Souls 3 remaster? That game just came out.
I don't know.
For the Switch. It'll work on the Switch.
It should have just been a whole collection.
It should have been a whole 3-part collection. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Because I kind of wanted to play 3. I wasn't really too enthused about 1 or 2.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Something about that game, I just never cared.
I know, right?
I don't know. It always seemed like clunky, and
it just seems like needlessly hard for the sake of being hard, doesn't it?
And clunky. That's the thing. Like it's hard and then it's clunky. Like choose one. Like you can't be a hard game and also be clunky.
Hard and clunky. I'm sitting here trying to swap at you, and your head is flipped off to the other side of the universe.
You know how there are some games that it's like the gameplay is so stiff and clunky that it's not even fun to play. I feel like that kind of about that series. Don't jump down my throat, guys. It's just my
you about to get the whole Dark Souls fandom on your back. Remember, send your hatred to me.
Send all of your hate mail to the Video Game Her.
Yep. Please.
All right. So this is gonna be the last question from Paid Enthusiast, and then I'm gonna get off a heel. I guess I'll take Matthews too. Matthews will be the last one.
Okay, yeah.
Paid Enthusiast says, do you guys think that the Switch will overtake the Xbox One in lifetime sales in their next fiscal year? When is the fiscal year over with? Do you mean like the next year, like the next March? Or do you mean literally within this fiscal year?
As far as we know, the last time we heard any Xbox numbers, it was 35 million, but they must be over that by now.
Yeah.
But I guess if we use 35 million as a gauge, they're at what 14 now?
Yeah.
Something like that. So they want to do another 20, which is the goal. Even if they reach,
if they can do
it.
Yeah, they'll be close, but they won't overtake them though.
Yeah.
So. Realistically, I want to say not really, but like in a perfect scenario, maybe.
I don't think they will.
But I don't think
the
they
Nintendo
will.
Switch is gonna sell, but the Xbox is gonna sell too. So it might be a slow.
It
might be a slow climb,
eventually
but it will.
Them. But like,
it's not anytime.
Yeah,
it won't be anytime soon.
But they're probably not gonna catch PlayStation. But I think beating Xbox is definitely something that's gonna happen.
It's plausible, but just how soon?
Just not right, not this moment though. Yeah. It's gonna take a bit. Take a little bit.
All right. So the last question is from Matthew Pipes. He says, "Were you all kind of disappointed that Nintendo didn't make Luigi playable in Mario Odyssey DLC? Instead, they have him do the balloon hide and seek BS. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little salty.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm almost certain that Nintendo can't stand Luigi and they treat him like the bitch that they think he is for a reason. And that's why I don't like Mario. Screw Mario. Luigi needs some sunshine too. He couldn't been in the game. He gotta throw balloons around. Like, who asked for that dumbness? F Mario.
I would love to play as Luigi.
I would love to play with Luigi, but no. You know what I get? I believe they have a Luigi costume for Mario to wear, but they don't have Luigi in his own outfit. The hell is that nonsense? F you, Nintendo, and you too, Mario. Shit.
Luigi needs a game on the Switch. Hopefully they do.
I just want to see another Luigi's Mansion thing.
They did Luigi dirty again.
They always do him dirty. He's just the bitch
He's
of
the joke of Nintendo.
He's literally just. Poor guy.
Man, this Donkey Kong getting some love.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong's getting love here.
Donkey Kong is like the second love child of Nintendo. If it ain't Mario, it's freaking Donkey Kong. Nobody cares. F both of them.
For platformers, as far as platformers.
Both of these platforming heifers.
Donkey Kong is always gonna get the love next after Mario.
It's either Mario. It's always Mario first. Ain't nobody thinking of Luigi. It's like who. And then the next thing you think about is who? Donkey Kong.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
And then after Donkey Kong, who is it? I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Link.
I doubt it. Link or something. Yeah, Link. There you go.
Link. All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for coming through to another episode of Team Red Talks Nintendo. I'm gonna allow my panel mates to give their outros. Kuuppon, give your outro, let the people know where they can find you.
All the love to Luigi. I got your back. This is Kuuppon Stives. I am your struggle diva. Yeah, you can find me on, YouTube. I haven't been streaming as much as of late. I was sick recently, and now I'm just, I don't know. YouTube is acting stupid, so I might literally just disappear from YouTube and just be on Twitch and Mixer only exclusively. So I'll keep you guys, give you guys a heads up on that. But for now, you can see me on YouTube at Kuuppon Stives. You can find me on Facebook at Kuuppon Stives and Twitch and Twitter at Kuuppon. So there you go.
I mean, the quality is better over there anyway, so. I'm
just saying, it's just like, and then there's this tomfoolery with their paid stuff, which I never used it, but it's just, they're all over the place. I'm just over YouTube.
Than them taking away your monetization
Yeah, it's just like, it's an uphill struggle to even get monetized at this point. So it's like, what do I even care? So,
but here's the thing though, it's worse than them taking away your monetization. Like, they're taking away people's ability to put up customized thumbnails. You can't live stream. Like, there's just a lot of nonsense that they're doing right now. Like, Nick, they're taking his ability to do custom his custom thumbnails and live streaming away. Like, it's that bad.
Well, if it's gonna be like that, I don't know if they took my live streaming away or not, but I don't even monetize, so I don't know what that entails for me. But you'll find me on Mixer and you'll find me on Twitch most of the time. So
yeah, that's why Restream is the go.
That is why I like Restream, because you can stream multiple places. And so.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Alex, go ahead and give your outro. Let the people know where they can find you.
Alright, what's going on, everyone? Active Sin here. This is another episode of Team Red Talks Nintendo. This is a fun show. Nintendo selling us cardboard. That's exciting. And we had a mini direct with which left people in a big rage. So good job, Nintendo. But you'll never be as irritating as Sega. But that's about it. You can find me on Twitter at ActiveSinGaming. On YouTube, it's just ActiveSin. And yeah, I'm gonna play some more Golf Story.
I'm gonna go finish this freaking. I gotta go finish macking the honey. I got 4 of them macked up right now. I gotta go max out 2 more real quick, and we calling it a day.
Oh Lord! All right, everybody, it is your girl Nia, TheVideoGamHer. Again, thank you guys for watching. You can find me on Twitter at TheVideoGamHer, as well as YouTube at TheVideoGamHer, Twitch at TheVideoGamHer. Sorry. Twitch is Nia Loves Nancy. Mixer is TheVideoGamHer. I should probably change my Twitch. Anyway, thanks again. We'll see you guys next week. Holla.
I love you, Luigi.